unexpected turn of events, Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani has officially completed a full takeover of Manchester United, ending decades of Glazer family ownership that has long divided the fan base and the footballing world. After months of negotiations, failed bids, behind-the-scenes politics, and fierce speculation, a heated final debate between the Glazers and Sheikh Jassim culminated in a landmark agreement that will forever reshape the destiny of one of the world's most iconic football clubs. The takeover saga has gripped the sporting world since the Glazer family first announced in late 2022 that they were exploring strategic alternatives for Manchester United, which many interpreted as an open invitation for new investors or potential buyers. Among the earliest and most persistent names in the frame was Sheikh Jassim, a Qatari billionaire, banker, and member of the royal family. Unlike other suitors, Sheikh Jassim made it clear from the start that he was only interested in a 100% acquisition of the club, full control or nothing. His offer was structured as a debt-free takeover, with a commitment to wipe out Manchester United's long-standing financial burdens, invest in player recruitment, rebuild the aging Old Trafford stadium, and modernize club facilities. Despite widespread fan support for Sheikh Jassim's bid, the Glazers remained elusive, dragging the process into 2024. Other bids, notably from Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos Group, proposed partial ownership models that would allow the Glazers to retain a stake in the club, a deeply unpopular option among supporters. But what finally triggered the breakthrough was a tense, closed-door debate held earlier this week between representatives of the Glazer family and Sheikh Jassim's camp. Sources suggest the conversation grew intense as both sides wrestled over valuation, control, and long-term commitments. In the end, the Glazers, sensing mounting fan pressure and diminishing leverage, reluctantly agreed to Sheikh Jassim's terms in what one insider called a last-minute but decisive capitulation. The final deal is believed to be worth £6.5 billion, making it one of the most expensive and significant club takeovers in football history. With the ink now dry and the Glazers officially stepping away from control, Sheikh Jassim is expected to initiate a radical transformation of Manchester United across every level of the organization. Here are the major pillars of his plan. One of the most critical aspects of the takeover is Sheikh Jassim's move to completely eliminate Manchester United's debt, a burden that has loomed large since the Glazers' leveraged buyout in 2005. This instantly improves the club's financial health and paves the way for strategic investment. The iconic stadium, once dubbed the Theatre of Dreams, has fallen behind in terms of modern standards. Plans are already being discussed for either a full-scale renovation or a brand new stadium construction nearby, with the goal of making it the most advanced football arena in the world. Significant funds are being allocated for player signings, manager support, and recruitment of top-tier sporting directors and analytics experts. The Youth Academy is also set to receive substantial upgrades to ensure a sustainable pipeline of talent. Unlike the Glazers, Sheikh Jassim is said to be committed to involving fans more closely in club governance. Early indicators suggest there may be moves toward fan advisory boards, transparent communication, and perhaps even shareholding models for supporters. While Manchester United remains one of the most recognizable names in world sport, the new ownership wants to move beyond legacy appeal and build a next-generation football brand using state-of-the-art digital engagement, partnerships, and technology. The reaction to the takeover has been electric. Thousands of fans flooded social media and gathered outside Old Trafford overnight, waving flags and singing chants of liberation. The phrase "Glazers out," which has been a battle cry for nearly 2 decades, finally met its resolution. Football legends and pundits chimed in quickly. Gary Neville, one of the most vocal critics of the Glazers, tweeted, "The start of a new chapter. It's time to dream again." Current and former players expressed optimism, and sponsors and partners are reportedly enthusiastic about the club's rejuvenated direction. While Sheikh Jassim may not be a lifelong football figure, he is stepping into one of the most high-pressure ownership roles in world sport. The eyes of millions will be watching every decision, every signing, and every step of this new regime. In the coming days, Sheikh Jassim is expected to hold a press conference to outline his vision and introduce members of his executive team. Internal audits and restructuring are already underway behind the scenes, and major summer transfer activity is anticipated. The Glazers may have been reluctant to let go, but their era is now firmly behind Manchester United. What lies ahead is uncertain, but for the first time in years, hope and ambition once again fill the halls of Old Trafford. The Sheikh has arrived. The empire begins. And Manchester United, they're finally free to dream again. Stay tuned for more breaking updates, analysis, and exclusive insights as the